Welcome to the first episode of Leadership Trails. When leadership breaks, teams break. Have you ever seen a large, big, mega-sized project fail? Not because people lack talent, but because the two leaders in that project could not work together. I have seen this. This is Dr. Mark Shami. I'm a professor at the University of California and a managing director who had led many successful projects around the world and trained thousands of people, engineers and managers in many different countries. What shocked me about this project was not that cost didn't look good. It wasn't the schedule delays. It wasn't the productivity data. What shocked me was watching nearly 100 highly qualified professionals, engineers, managers, etc., mirror the behavior of their two leaders. Several years ago, a friend of mine, John, was the project director, called me at my office and said, Mark, you know that I am in charge of one of the largest shopping mall projects, in the country, and there's something wrong in my project. Two major departments, engineering and construction, were not working together well. These two departments represent more than 100 engineers and managers, and their project is entering a critical phase, and collaboration is a must. So I really need your help. Looking beyond training, my friend wanted me to conduct a training exercise for building teams and effective teamwork. So I told John, I will be happy to help. However, I'm going to ask you another question. What caused this? The reason I ask him this question because too often organizations believe that training is the solution. Training does not help fix broken systems, does not eliminate toxic relationships. Training does not magically solve leadership failures. Before prescribing a remedy for this project, I wanted to do a diagnosis. A few days later, I visited the project, met with different team members, team leaders, and started learning more about what was going on. Questions that I asked were all around communication, information sharing, decision-making, accountability, alignment, what have you. So I developed a questionnaire with over 30 questions around these topics, and the pattern quickly emerged when we did the analytics. The problem was not in the teams, the problem was at the top. The two department leaders developed a personal conflict. Each one of them has a strong personality, different style, and competing agendas. What was the reason? So looking at the survey results, decisions have to be made at the top. I met with the project director, with the project sponsor at a higher level, and the conclusion was very clear. Training was not the issue, Leadership was the issue. Leadership issues require leadership decisions. Organization gave both people, given my advice, opportunity to improve. And eventually things didn't work out, and we had to let one of these leaders go to another project, and the other one has to leave the company. Success was not about winning argument in that situation. It was about helping the people win. So how we remedied the situation? Now training can help. So we conducted workshops on the newly appointed leaders of these two teams, the engineering and the construction, and things started gradually to improve bit by bit. We conducted several training sessions on how to build teams, how to have transparency, how to share information, how to meet deadlines, cooperation, coordination. All these things were at the table. Transformation started to happen very quickly. We saw visible outcomes, very successful outcomes. Productivity numbers start to get better and better. Reporting improved, milestones stabilized, and the project is going into the right direction. So we did not really teach people technical skills. We taught them how to work better together using all the tools and techniques we know about building teams. We learned in my career that when leadership breaks, teams break. And when teams break, projects suffer. Many organizations spend enormous amount of money trying to solve problems by fixing systems, procedures, and training, trying to solve a problem by putting new systems, new procedures. Sometimes those things help, but sometimes the real problem is sitting at the leadership chair. The courage to identify the root cause, the courage to have difficult conversations, and the courage to make difficult decisions, that was what leadership is really about. So, in closing, looking at the team here, where real problems wasn't the technical issue, it was in the leadership. So what happened here? What did we learn from it? Leave your thoughts and join me in the next Leadership Trails, where I will share another real interesting leadership story.